Welcome, everyone. This is Mariusz Skonieczny. As you know, last week was a very eventful week for Oroco Resource Corp. And today I'm sitting down with Mario Zamora. Mario, thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Mario, I was following social media and I saw that you recently visited Oroco. But maybe in the first few minutes, can you introduce yourself, tell my audience who you are?
Yes, I'm right now a congressman from the state of Sinaloa. I'm a secretary in the Budget Commission in Congress. And I used to be a senator from the last 6 years. I was a senator from the state of Sinaloa. I I was a public servant in a development bank in the last administration of Presidente Peña. I'm from Sinaloa, and I'm very happy to know about this Oracle project in Choice municipality here in Sinaloa.
About 2 weeks ago, I believe, you visited Oroco, you went to Vancouver, Canada, and I was wondering, how did it all start? Why did you decide to go? Give us some background.
Yes, I met Ubaldo, who works in Oroco, and we were talking about this project, about this copper mine in Choice. Choice is one of the most undeveloped municipalities in the state of Sinaloa. So when Ubaldo talked to me about all these benefits of this project, I start to study the project, and I start to investigate about what was about this mining project. So I told Ubaldo that I was very interested to meet the people from Oracle. So he told me that if I was able to go to Vancouver to have a meeting with these people. So I went to Vancouver like 10 days ago, and I have to tell you, I was very impressed, very impressed. I already called Craig Mr. Sunshine. I met Craig, I met David, I met Ian, I met most of the team of Oracle, and they made me a presentation with a lot of information about what Oracle is doing. We went to the investment bank that it's working with you, and I was so impressed about the whole project, the environmental part, of course, the mining part, and very important for us, all the programs that you're doing and you're planning to do with the community in Choice. So they told me like a year and a half, they stopped advancing in the project because some difficulties with permits or with the government that it was at that time, the government of President Obrador. So I talked to the undersecretary of the Ministry of Economy, who has the responsibility of all the mining projects. And when I told him, his name is Luis Rosendo Gutierrez, when I told him about what I see and about all the information that I have about this project, he told me, we're very interested in this kind of projects. We're open to mining projects that of course, respect the environment and that has a very strong program with the communities in the region. So Oracle fulfilly these two aspects, and I called the governor of my state of Sinaloa and do the same, and he says, I'm very interested to meet these people. So we set a meeting. This meeting was last Monday in Mexico City. Maybe, I don't know if you see some of the pictures and some of the press releases
Yes,
that we made.
I did.
So we have a meeting together on Monday with the undersecretary and the people of mining. Tuesday, they have the geologists of Oracle and Ian. They have a meeting, more technical meeting with the experts in Mexico in the Ministry of Economy of Mining. And last Wednesday, the governor of Sinaloa have a reunion in his office here in Culiacan, and it was very, very. I mean, we were very, very happy that he has a public commitment that if they get all the environment, I mean, if they work inside the law, as we are very sure that's the way it's gonna be, he's committed to this project, and he's very interesting to start as soon as possible. So I believe, like, we put in line the federal government, the local government. We have different reunions or meetings with businessmen of the state that has a interesting in push that these kind of projects can be a reality as soon as possible here in Sinaloa. So we're very happy about these meetings, and well, we're just waiting to start the next step that Oroco has to do to be a reality here in Choice.
And so, what is the next step for Oroco?
Well, I believe you have to do some more studies. That's what Craig and Ian said. And David told us that they have some of the permits that they have to solicit to the government, federal and state government. So we're all in line just to start working in the paperwork that Oroco needs to do to start advancing in these permits.
Did you personally visit the project in Choix?
Not yet. I mean, I did it like 2 years ago when they told me about the project, but I have to tell you, because I didn't see any information, because when you go and see a mine, you don't see too much. I mean, it's only the outdoors there. I mean, so that's why I didn't was very involved in the project. It wasn't until maybe a month that I talked with Ubaldo more seriously, that I start to get some information. I Googled it, I studied a little bit of that information, and that was the reason that I wanted to went to Vancouver to meet the people from Oroco.
As a project for the state of Sinaloa or for the people in Mexico, why do you like this project? What makes this project so special?
First of all, because in the place that the project is, as I told you, Choice is the more undeveloped municipality in the state. So we need this kind of projects so that people can have different opportunities. Let me tell you something. Right now, as we speak, in Choice, in the whole municipality, there's only 800 formal jobs in the whole municipality. So this project, once it's gonna be a reality, they're gonna get 800 or 900, even 1,000 formal jobs once the project is released. So it's the difference for a lot of people, for many families, for a whole region, in favor of having better opportunities in their families. So that for us is very important. The other thing that is very important is that we don't have any issues about the environment. That is very important for us. In the whole community, because of the work of Oroco, it's been doing since 2 or 3 or 5 years ago, supporting the community in building rural roads, in supporting schools, in doing cultural festivals. A lot of work they are doing with the community. All the community are very interested in trying to make this project a reality.
I'm sure you don't know this, but I was in Choix 4 times visiting the project. Yeah,
I didn't know.
And I visited some of the schools. I saw the computers that Oroco bought, and also when I was there.
Oh, I saw that too. Yes.
Yeah, when I was there, we had this event where we were cleaning up all the trash.
At the
when
entrance.
you enter
Yes.
the city. But
Yes.
you're right. It's a because the cities that I visited in Mexico was Mexico City, which is obviously a huge city,
Mhm.
Los Mochis, and then we drove north to La Fuerte, and
Mhm.
then more north to Choix.
To
So
church.
I was able to see the differences between the cities, and you're right. Choix is a tiny town that will definitely benefit from a project like this.
Actually, I live in Los Mochis. That's where your house is. So when I start to hear that this was a guy making things in benefits of the people, that's why I met Tubaldo. And at the beginning, I didn't understand very well the project. No, when he told me it's a Canadian company. So for us, sometimes it's difficult to understand that people, uh, 100,000 miles away, are doing more than even us that we're here. So for me, that was very interesting, and I'm very happy that we met and that we can advance in this project in the last probably couple of weeks.
They have a very good relationship, Ubaldo and Oroco. And I met Ubaldo in person, and I also met his son. I don't know if you met his son, but they have a
Yes.
very good working relationship.
Yeah, I already know his son. Yeah, it's a great guy. Both of them are great guys. The people from the community love them. They are very committed to the project. So, so what we really want. I feel a little bit of ashamed of knowing that they have a year and a half, like not advancing in the project. So we want to catch up all that time, and we hope we could do it very fast.
Well, you see, the reason why, or part of the reason why they were not able to progress because of the uncertainty about the legals or the Mexican permits. Because if there is, from the investor's point of view, if there is uncertainty, then of course people don't want to invest, right?
Yes.
But when they have certainty, like, oh, we want this project, we want to create jobs, then it's a win-win for everybody. Investors want to invest, and then the community gets jobs, the Mexican government gets money. So this is very important to hear you and other politicians supporting this project, because the money will be there if investors feel that their money is respected.
Let me tell you something. I think uh, this week that uncertainty came next to zero. After the meeting with the federal government and the state government, both are very committed to get this work done, to get this project done. We are very interesting because of what you say. It's good for the company, but mainly it's very good for the region, for the people, for the community. It doesn't have any important issues in the part of the environment, so it's a win-win game. Actually, uh, the main newspaper from Sinaloa gave him 2 pages, 2 full pages to an interview they made to Craig, Ian, and David. Here people are very interested in trying to make this project happen. And I have to say something else that is very important for us. This project is actually at the entrance of what they call in Mexico the Golden Triangle, a region where there's a lot of where they grew marijuana and amapola. So people doesn't have a lot of choices to get their families uh, ahead. They don't, or they get into organized crime, or they starve, or they have to go to other place. So this is gonna change a lot the face of that region, and a lot of families they're gonna have a new opportunity or better opportunities for them and for their children.
When we started talking today, you said that you call Craig what did you say? Sunshine?
Mr. Sunshine, yes.
Why? Why? Tell me why.
He's such a great guy, and he's very transparent. It's like the sun in the morning, and we have a lot of sun here in Sinaloa. So when you met him, you see the quality of human being he is, and that's a very important part, at least for me, that I see in him and in this company, that they not only because of the business, that we're very glad there is a good business, but they care about uh, uh, about the people in the society in the community where they're gonna make this business.
Okay, great. Do you have any final thoughts that you would like to share?
The only thing I could say is I'm very glad we met, and I'm very happy, that people so far from here are willing to touch a lot of hearts from people from Choice and from the northern part of Sinaloa. I'm pretty sure, I'm very confident that this project is going to change the history in a good way of this region.
Well, fantastic. Well, I have a surprise for you. Are you ready?
Yes.
Soy Mariusz. Estoy aprendiendo español.
Ajá.
Hace año empecé a aprender español porque jugo fútbol con hispanos. Entonces quiero aprender español.
Hablas muy bien español. Vas muy bien.
Estudio español todos los días. Tengo 2 maestros y tengo 5 lecciones por semana.
¿Estás listo para venirte a Choice?
Sí, pero quiero ayudar a Oroco en México.
Let me tell you something else that really impressed me a lot. That Ian, the president of the company, and his wife live in Choice 2 years. 2 years. I mean, it's not very common to see that the president of the company was living in this. You told me that you were already in Choice in this small town, and they were very happy. So they meet the people. They are very involved with what's happening in Choice, and they are very convinced to this project. So that's mattered a lot to us, or at least for me.
For sure. I mean, for sure. When I was there, I saw it with my own eyes. How the people from the local communities support the company. They want the company. They want the project. I mean, I saw a lot of people with Oroco heads. When you're driving around town, you see various vehicles with Oroco logo on it, and also they sponsor a soccer team, a football team.
Yes.
And I was at one of their games watching. So yeah, the local support, it's a great relationship.
So you can imagine what is going to happen to that region once they get these formal jobs and the economy starts to move on. And it's not only the mining jobs. I mean, it has to do with the whole community. No, so the only thing we want is that you can start as soon as possible. I know you have to get some money, and I hope you can do it very fast. And we're very glad, and we hope to start as soon as possible.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for this interview. It was my pleasure.
Thank you very much. The pleasure is all mine.